think it's appropriate that we're back here because it was at this very RIA that I heard a message some years ago that was a life-altering message to me. So people talk about life-changing, but what I'm going to talk to you today about is a life-altering, where you end up at a different trajectory. You end up in a different place than you thought you're going, that turns out to be so much better. My wife and I, we're coaches. Many of you know that. And one of the things as we were getting involved in like I told you, when we saw a message that altered our life, when we saw that and decided to move forward and take a step in a different direction, that was such an instrumental change for us that it's landed us to be coaches ourselves. So not only did we get coached along the way and get involved with a group that our peers helped us to become our next versions of ourselves, our coaches did, but we get the chance to coach people now as well. And what we uncovered along the way and what people kept telling us over and over and over again was the missing element a lot of times was accountability for them. We wanted to build something that was going to give accountability to folks so that inevitably they could not cheat themselves. I mean, that's what I think was going on a lot, is when there was no checks and balances in place, we'd say we'd do something and we wouldn't do it. Even the achievers, they may have showed up at 80%, right? Versus 0% or 20%, but were they really moving and living up to their potential? And our platform is going to help you to get to where you need to go faster because of the accountability portion of it. And it's very customizable to your accountability. I was moved on at something called a Better Me Challenge. You kind of got the term, says that's what it is. It's better me. Like, I want to be a better me, right? But also it's a call out too, because we don't just need to get better. We need our friends to get better. We need our family to get better. We need our country to get better, and we need our world to get better.
Has anybody out there just felt like they are just totally stuck in the moment of day to day, or in their job or their career, or working 80 hours a week and have zero fun, zero intentions of doing anything better at this point because you have nowhere to go or no idea of what direction to go in? We were there not too long ago. Our relationship was really not in a good spot. I basically told him that, I can get the same kind of support from you that I can from a monthly check. So you got to make some decisions because this is not working for me.
It's around that time that, like you had said earlier, Jonathan, we had gone to an event and we were introduced to a possible different way of thinking, and met a network of other people that were ahead of us that had businesses, that had a life. And these folks had goals and they had what we wanted.
By the end of it, we walked outside and I said, we are doing this. We are doing it 100%. It doesn't matter what it costs. We will come up with the money if we need to. This is something that I think that we need. Jay went from 80 hours a week to 25 or 30.
Not immediately, right?
But it did happen.
We're really excited now to be able to come back together and work together on bringing you guys an introduction to the things that have changed our life through this challenge that we're introducing you to this evening.
I was in the engineering world. I was in management. I was in charge of 200 employees, and I can't remember how many millions. It was like $100,000 a day worth of an expense budget that I had to manage. And at 26, 27 years old doing that, like that was intense. Like that was a whole new level of stress that I wouldn't wish on anybody. That really wasn't playing out. And things kind of started to take a turn for it. And that stress caught up with me, and I developed cancer. There was a point before that where I was able to set myself up because of an opportunity that was presented to me. The guy told me up front. He said, listen, I'm going to be presenting you with an opportunity here later. And this opportunity will be able to set you up to do something greater. I had the conversation with my wife at that point, because, there was some time in between there. And we talked about it and said, listen, I think we need to be open to the possibility of whatever this opportunity is. When we made that decision, we went back and we had that opportunity presented to us. We talked and agreed, like, if there's any time to do something like that, to take advantage of an opportunity like that, it was right then. That really set in place the ability to start that path down to everything that I was trying to do already in a better way, because that path wasn't working before on just trying to climb the corporate ladder. That it led to too much stress and too much cancer. At 27 years old, you shouldn't be getting cancer because you're stressed out. It really transformed what that purpose was that I was after, because now instead of trying to elevate my game, I'm trying to elevate the games of those around me. There's going to be an opportunity with this challenge that we were talking about presented to you here later. And I want you to be open to it, just as my wife and I were those years ago, because when that time comes, you're gonna need that opportunity. You don't want to be wishing you had.
You're going to get little challenges every day when you're in this challenge to take on attributes of what have been investigated to be some attributes that successful people do, and see if you get a different outcome. So we want to encourage you, when you get through the challenge, to share it with others. What we're hoping we do with y'all is plant a seed that grows into your new life. So help us spread this message about getting better. The word compete to me means collaborate to be better. It's not, oh, I'm better than you. It's collaborate to be better together. We all need to be moving in that direction, moving the ball in that direction. There's some theories out there that says it takes 66 days to build a new habit. There's some 75 out there, was mentioned earlier. 75 and you get into a new habit. There's some people that believe 100 plus, but I really believe that our minds and us as human beings are much more powerful than that. And so my challenge to all is to show me that we can do it in only 15 days.
We have one of our students on the call, April, and she has graciously allowed us to interview her tonight and look through her site. This is what your dashboard is going to look like. This is showing her streak, which is something I think that Jonathan spoke about. We would love to see you guys get a 15-day streak. There's going to be a place that you can go right here that is going to show some habits. But if she hadn't already completed hers at 100%, they would have been right here that she could click on them and save them. And you will be able to look back over time and see exactly what it is that you've done. We see the tasks that she has set up, the habits that she's wanting to work on, and we see every day that she's hitting pretty much most of them. She's got a really great score. In the bottom left-hand corner is where your course will be. So this is where the Better Me Challenge will be. You will have videos that you can watch. If there are any tasks that you need to do, you will be able to see it. Now, the reason why it says that it's not available to you is because every day you have to complete the lesson, and it will calculate how much of the lesson that you complete. And these videos are really not any more than 10 minutes. So it's not going to take a huge chunk out of your day just to learn a little bit and to grow a little bit more. The other thing that I want to show you is the Learn and Earn library. We put some of the best books that we have gotten a lot of knowledge and just a lot of growth out of. We have them right here. So if they're ever referenced, you can go right here and get all of these books.
I didn't think I could ever do, 100 days in a row. I was used to be the type of person that thought goals, and a vision wasn't for me, that it was a waste of time. My New Year's resolution was always not to have resolutions. And then I joined a wonderful, wonderful group who challenged me to create a vision for myself. After I created a vision, I realized that the first couple of items on my vision started coming true. The one thing I did select for my daily task was meditation. The longer I did it consistently, the better focused I am. I'm in the present. I have better ability and strength to handle daily challenges. It's really my cornerstone task. What I found was by sticking to one thing that I was in integrity with myself on, if you can master that one thing, everything else seems to fall into place.
So if you've been missing accountability in your life, here's what you got to do. I want you to go over, you can pull up another window and come right back to me. I want you to go to a website called igetcoaching.com. There's going to be a button there that says, register me for the Better Me Challenge. Once you've done that, then your challenge is going to start tomorrow.
How much is that going to cost if I go over there?
Oh, yeah. By the way, it's free. And it's free for everybody you invite, too.
About 3 years ago, I was in the spot where you're at right now. Felt like after I got the call with my coach, I had a secret that nobody else had, or very few people had, and I was ready to share it with the world. I came in like with this big ball, like a big sunshine, and I felt like all my coworkers were dark clouds that were just clouding my sun rays. It felt like there was some doubt in my mind. Maybe they're right. I mean, there's 6 people at that table, and they're all saying the same thing, and I'm saying something different. Like, how can all 6 of these guys be wrong, and I'm right? The first aha moment that dawned on me was like, these guys at work weren't going to do this. They weren't going to spend their off time from work trying to better themselves and try to think outside the box and make a big change in their lives. And I made a deal with myself of just like, you know what? It's not my job to go in there and prove them wrong. It's my job to prove myself right. When you go out and you're all excited about this and pumped up, don't be surprised if you get the weird looks or people start questioning what you're talking about. All you need to do is focus on yourself. You deserve a better life. You deserve something better. This is going to be the first day of the rest of your life, the best day in a direction you never thought you could possibly obtain. Let's go. Let's do it.
What we're asking you to do is go on, run your score up, take on the bonus challenges and everything, and see what you can get in a score and display it proudly. Display it proudly every day on your social media, and see if you can have a spider web impact on the world.
We're just excited for everybody to join in and start a new challenge and start off on a new foot.
I just want to encourage you to come to this other side with us. Build the life that you want so that you can get away, so you can come and be in Myrtle Beach with us and spend a week together, getting to know each other more and bettering you. You need to get better, and you need to help others get better. And you're going to start by, again, going to igetcoaching.com, click on register me for the Better Me Challenge.